when we were made. It was no accident. You gave me
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to BYCW Wednesday Night Showdown. We got a big tag team championship match here tonight. We got the Virginia boys, Brett Anderson and Will Jackson, versus the Black Veil. Representing is going to be Brandon James and the Southern Viking. Now let's let these men do their entrances and get this match started, and I'll be back with commentary here in a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this match started. It looks like it's going to be Will Jackson and Brandon James to start off this match here. And Will Jackson and Brett Anderson actually beat Brandon James and the Southern Viking for that tag team championships there. And now Brandon James getting the upper hand, taking down Will Jackson with a mean clothesline right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now Brandon James picking up Will Jackson, giving him a big punch to the head. Now Will Jackson finally getting some momentum back here. And he's hitting him with them chops. He's got him in the corner. Now he goes with another chop there. Will Jackson getting the fans fired up. And they're definitely happy to see Brandon James get hurt here, as they call him Bycw. And now hitting his head straight into the turnbuckle right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now Will Jackson is picking up Brandon James. What's he going to do? But it looks like Will Jackson got hit right there in the gut by Brandon James. And now a tag in by the Southern Viking for Brandon James. And now Viking fresh in this match, coming in with a big super kick, taking out Will Jackson right there. And now Will Jackson getting picked up by the Southern Viking. Now Viking throwing him right into that corner, hitting the top turnbuckle right there, ladies and gentlemen. Will Jackson going in with a bulldog from the Southern Viking, vintage Viking right there, ladies and gentlemen. Nice move from the Southern Viking. Now Brett Anderson, the fresh man from the Virginia boys, coming in with a big collar and elbow lock up here. And we definitely know that Brett Anderson is going to get the upper hand, slams down the Southern Viking. Now works over Viking. Now Brett has got Viking down. And now Brett Anderson gets kicked by Brandon James. Brandon James getting pushed out by the referee there. And now Viking making it to the ropes. Brett's back up to his feet, coming in with a big kick for Brett Anderson, kicking the shit out of Viking.
Damn.
And now both these men are representing Free Fight Promotion, but does not mean they're on the same page here tonight when it comes to go. They might work for the same Free Fight Promotion, multi-person. Jesus Christ, what a leg drop. Multi-companies working together to showcase great talents like this. And now Brett Anderson grabbing the Southern Viking. And what a move there, taking out the knee of the Southern Viking by Brett Anderson. Now Brett Anderson trying to work on the leg, and now Brandon James getting involved once again, kicking the shit out of Brett Anderson right there. And now Viking getting a tag into Brandon James. Now Brandon gonna go work over Brett Anderson. Brandon kicking Brett Anderson right there. And now Brandon choking Brett Anderson, and the referee trying to break it up here, and Will getting punched right out to the outside of the ring. Now Brandon James picking up Brett Anderson, coming in with them big punches once again. Now coming in with them hooks, punching the shit out of Brett Anderson, coming in with a big clothesline, taking him down right there, ladies and gentlemen. Taking down the big man. And now he's coming up with that flying fist off the middle rope. What a move from Brandon James. Now Brandon James tags in the Southern Viking. Now the Southern Viking in the ring here once again with Brett Anderson. Now Brett getting kicked down once more by the Southern Viking. Brett needs to get the tag into Will Jackson, and a big curb stomp right there from the Southern Viking to Brett Anderson. And what a show off here from the Southern Viking. He is going wild right now. He is getting pumped up, letting that inner dark side of him from the black veil come out. And now what is Viking going to do here? What is Viking going to do? And he hits him with a big spear. Taking down the big man with a big spear right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now the Southern Viking coming in. Wait a minute. Southern Viking getting broke up there. And now Brandon James kicking the shit out of Will Jackson, getting him to the outside of the ring there, ladies and gentlemen. And now Viking trying to get the tag back in. Doesn't look like he's going to go for the tag, my fault. Now Brett gets the tag to Will. Will's the legal man. Now Will and Viking are the two legal men here in this match. And now Viking getting took down with a big clothesline from Will Jackson. Will Jackson getting the fans fired up here. Now Will's got the Southern Viking. What is Will going to do to the Southern Viking right here? Now he throws him right there, and Brandon James gets out of the way barely. Looks like he got a little bit right there now, but Will has got Viking once again. And now what is Will going to do here? Working on the arm. Jesus Christ, trying to snap the arm of Bycw. trying to break the arm of the Southern Viking. A former BYCW World Champion and a leg drop onto the arm right there from Will Jackson. Will Jackson is fired up. He might look friendly on the outside, but once you get this man pissed off, he is like a war machine. And now, Will has got Viking. Hits him with a big suplex right there. A snapback suplex from Will Jackson to the Southern Viking. And now, Will going to the middle rope. He's on the middle rope, coming in with a big elbow drop to the Southern Viking. He is fired up here. Now going for a pin. And a kick out at 2. Brandon James looks like he was going to go to break up the pin. And now, Will Jackson's got the Southern Viking up, throwing Will Jackson into the turnbuckle right there. And now the Southern Viking taking out Brett Anderson. And now, Brandon James working over Will in the corner. And now looks like the Southern Viking's going to go work on him. And Jesus Christ, what a double knee right there to Will's midsection. And now Viking grabbing Will, pulling him to the middle of the ring. What's he going to go for? Looks like he's setting up for that Jeff Hardy leg drop to the middle area right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now going for a pin. And a kick out at 2. A kick out at 2 from Will Jackson. Will Jackson and Brett Anderson are looking to retain the BYCW Tag Team Championship here tonight. But wait a minute, Southern Viking lost his grip right there. Now throws his head right into the first turnbuckle. The top turnbuckle coming in with a big super kick. Now what's Viking going to do here? Rolling him out. Viking's got him right there. And now tagging in Brandon James. Brandon James is getting onto the top rope. What's Brandon James going to look for? And a big splash going right there from Brandon James, going in for a pin. A kick out at 2. A kick out at 2 from Will Jackson. Now Will Jackson looks like he's going to go for an arm bar. He's got the arm bar locked in. He is trying to break the arm. And Brandon James, and now the Southern Viking coming in with a big elbow drop to break it up. Now Brett Anderson getting involved, grabbing the Southern Viking and throwing him through, the outside right there. And Southern Viking just crashes and burnt. And now Brandon James is working over Will Jackson once again here tonight. Now what is Brandon going to do? He coming in with a big punch to Will Jackson. And now it looks like Brandon lost his footing right there. Now, wait a minute, a big kick from Will. A big DDT from Will Jackson to Brandon James. A hell of a tag team championship match here tonight. And now Will is getting the crowd fired up. Now what's Will going to go for here? And coming in with a springboard elbow drop off the bottom rope. The leverage from the bottom rope with that springboard elbow drop right there, ladies and gentlemen. And now Brett Anderson is the legal man again, picking up Brandon James. What's he going to do to Brandon James? He's got Brandon James to the turnbuckle. Wait a minute, Brandon James reverses it, throws Brett Anderson into the turnbuckle. Now starting to kick from Brandon James to Brett Anderson. Brandon James has got the upper hand, and now the Southern Viking coming out of the ring here. Now kicking the shit out of Brett Anderson. And now it looks like the Black Veil's got the upper hand once again. And now what is Brett going to do here? Now wait a minute. Brett reverses it. The Southern Vikings in the middle of the turnbuckle right there. And now Will Jackson is tagged in. He is the legal man in this match. And now what is Will going to do to the Southern Viking? Now coming in with a big clothesline, taking down the Southern Viking right there with the clothesline. And now what is Will going to set up here? Will getting the crowd fired up. Looks like Will's going back to the middle rope. Will's on the middle rope right here, ladies and gentlemen. Is he going to go for that splash? And he hits a big splash. One to the Southern Viking. 1, 2. Wait, oh my God, no. What are you doing, Brett? Brett just kicked the shit out of his tag team partner. He's got him up. And he hits his tag team partner with an F5 right there, ladies and gentlemen. Is he about to cost himself the tag team championship here? And he does. And the Southern Viking is the legal man in this match. And Brett just turned on Will and a big sling blade there from the Southern Viking. And now Brandon James has got him set up here. Is he going to hit that cutter? A big super kick. And now Brandon's got him up. Is he going to hit that Brandon cutter? He hits the cutter on him. And now the Southern Viking going to go for the pin. And we have new BYCW Tag Team Champions, ladies and gentlemen. The Black Veil, but I'm in shock at what Brett Anderson just did to his tag team partner, costing them the Tag Team Championship here tonight. To the Black Veil, to all teams. This is a shocker, ladies and gentlemen. This is I'm at loss for words here on Wednesday Night Showdown because Will Jackson just got betrayed by Brett Anderson. We got new tag team champions. This ain't right. This is not right, ladies and gentlemen. The Black Veil has regained the tag team championships here tonight for the record books. Viking and Brandon James has picked up the victory here. Like I'm at loss for words right now. You know, Will Jackson just got the shit kicked out of. Wait a minute, what's Will gonna say here?
Brett, you think it was a good idea to cheap shot me while all this was going down? Man, the surprises never stop coming with you. But you know what? I hear that me and you are going to have a hardcore match.
Be a match against Brett Anderson and Will Jackson after what he did.
Woo! This is mine.
Yeah!
Woo!
Well, you hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave a like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more BYCW content.